Very good morning to every student. Hope you all be fine. So starting our lecture. Okay, so yesterday what we have seen is the different types of expenditures, and we have started from the receipts. Yes, we have started from the receipts. Money received, that is known as receipt. Again, two types: capital receipt, revenue receipt. Capital are irregular for long time, and revenue is regular for short period of time. And again, same type we have payment. Payment means money paid for the business transaction. Again, capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, short and long time, long and short time. And again, deferred revenue expenditure, which was like fictitious assets. Okay, and after that we have seen what are expense, what is revenue. Revenue is a type of income, as we all know. Again, we have seen profit and loss and gain. Till that point we have seen. Now we are continuing today. Wait 1 second. Okay, now we are starting from word number 28, that is purchase. Now purchase is just a simple thing, everyone can understand through the word itself. Purchase means what we are taking for our business, and selling means what we are selling for the business. But it should be, the thing should be such, it is not should be an asset, it should be goods. Okay, so now we are reading what they are writing. Many times, many items or services are purchased in the business, many items. But what are purchases? Now they are telling all these purchases are not treated as purchases. We are purchasing so much item for the business, but everything is not purchases for us. These are expenses for the business. Now actually what does a purchase means? A businessman does the business of purchase or business of goods. Purchase of that goods is treated as purchase in accounting. Now friends, previous days also I have given one example about furniture. Furniture can be your asset and furniture can be your goods. How? If our business is of clothing, and then for that, keeping that clothes we are purchasing the furniture, then that is our asset, because furniture will stay for long time. In the opposite, if we are doing the business of furniture, of selling and purchasing the furniture, then furniture will be our purchase, it will not be our asset, because daily we are selling and purchasing the furniture. So in short, what does a purchase means? A businessman does a type of business. Now for that anything is purchased, then that is known as purchase for him. Means goods are purchased for the trade, it is known as a purchase. Same way sales, opposite to it, businessman receives different types of goods, different types of incomes from the business. All these incomes are not treated as sale. A businessman does that business of goods, sales of that goods, that is treated as sales in accounting. Again what they are writing, a businessman does the business of that goods. Sales of that goods is known as sales for the business. Okay. Now stock, purchase, sales, and what is remaining, that is stock. Goods purchased by the businessman for the business purpose, for the trading purpose, goods remain unsold is known as a stock. Some goods which are not sold, which are just remaining, they are known as a stock. Okay, so these three concepts are again same: purchase, sales, and what is remaining, that is known as stock. But you should remember that the goods should be such which are for the trade purposes. Which purpose? Trade purpose. Yes. Debtors. When a businessman sells goods on credit to his own customers, those customers are called debtors. This is a new word for you while explaining current assets. In current assets there was a name debtors. At that time I said you will not understand. For the next topic we are having these debtors in detail, what these debtors means. So debtors means our customers to whom we have sold the goods, but they have not paid to us. So goods are sold on credit, not on cash. Now in future we will receive the money from them, so they are our debtors. Customer becomes debtor of that amount for which goods is sold on credit only, not on cash. Debtors are treated as current assets, we all know it. Just now I said. Now same like debtors, also we will have bills receivable in point number 13. Bills receivable is a written document. It is a like type of document or like a bill where there are two parties. One is the bill writer and one is the bill acceptor. This thing is very simple to understand. If you are going to shop for purchasing anything, then the shopkeeper is the writer of the bill and you are the acceptor of the bill. That shopkeeper has written this bill. Now we are accepting that bill. So one is a bill writer, one is a bill acceptor. When the bill writer acquires the right to achieve certain amount as per the predetermined date in future, it becomes bills receivable. Now why that shopkeeper is writing bill for us? Because we have purchased goods on credit. Now after some time we are liable to pay him. We are supposed to pay him the money in future and he is supposed to receive that money in future. So it becomes bills receivable for that shopkeeper. Okay. Bills receivable for the bill writer. In written document, bill acceptor accepts the written responsibility to pay the specific amount on the maturity date, means a fixed date. Generally, bills receivable emerges from debtors. Why bills receivable and debtors are different thing and why it emerges, I will explain. See, debtors are actually the persons, actually the live persons, but bill receivable is not the live persons. It is a written document. हम इन दोनों में फर्क कैसे समझेंगे? तो आप इस तरह से समझ सकते हैं कि डेटर्स एक फिक्स्ड पर्सन का नेम है. डेटर ए, डेटर बी, डेटर सी. अब ये बिल्स रिसीवेबल क्यों हम यूज करते हैं? दैट समटाइम्स द नेम ऑफ डेटर वी डोंट नो और एल्स वी डोंट नीड टू शो देयर नेम, देन वी कैन शो इट ऑन द बिल. Okay, so that becomes bills receivable. Now you may be thinking that when we are selling the goods and when we want to receive the money, then they are debtors, or we can receive bills from them, so it is bills receivable. Now think a opposite thing of it. When there are assets, there are liabilities. So in the same way, when there are debtors, opposite to it, which persons will come? When there is bills receivable, opposite to it, which things will come is shown in the next topic. And for that, one more thing on 33 word receivable is given. Any amount to be received by businessmen in future from any person from the persons is known as receivables. Debtors and bills receivable are included in receivables. Receivable and bills receivable has a difference. Receivable means receivable from anything. That can be an debtors, that can be bills receivable, that can be any type of income or any type of expense. That is receivable for us because we want to receive in future from a certain person. Now in that, bills receivable and debtors are its subtypes, as you can see in the flowchart. That types of receivables: debtors, bills receivable, outstanding incomes, prepaid expense. What these means we will do in next topic. Now just now I said when there are debtors, opposite to him there are always creditors. The word 34th is given. Now when there are bills receivable, there are opposite to it bills payables, which is given in word number 35. Now opposite of word number 34, when there are receivables, there are also payables. What I mean to say is that in account there is always two sides. सिक्के की दो पहलू होते हैं, उसके जैसे ही account में भी two sides होते हैं. One is receivable, then another is payable. One is asset, then another is liability. Now we are trying to understand word number 34. Creditors. As businessman does credit sales, in the same way he undertakes the credit purchase. A person from whom the goods are purchased on credit, the particular person becomes the creditor of the business. A trader becomes the creditor of the business for that amount for which the goods are purchased on credit. Creditors are current liability. See, the same thing which we have seen in debtors is written in the creditors. In debtors, what they are writing to the businessmen to whom the goods are sold on credit becomes our debtors. Now opposite to sales is purchase. The goods from whom the goods are purchased, the persons from whom the goods are purchased, and we have to pay the money to them in future, so that becomes our creditors, and we have to pay the money in future, so it becomes a current liability. We have to receive the money in future, it becomes current asset. We have to pay to them is current liability. Okay. So both we can show you this on board also. Accounting has two effects, two sides. Assets versus liability. Liability means in future we need to pay. Assets means what are our, and in future we will receive its value, so that are assets. In the same way, just now we have seen debtors. Debtors means the person to whom credit sale is done. Sales is done, and we have to receive the money in future, so that are debtors. Versus creditors. Purchase is done, from whom we have purchased the goods and we have to pay the money in future. So again, creditors are current liability and debtors are current assets. Asset, but which type of asset? Current assets. In the same way, bills receivable for the writer versus bills payable for acceptor. Why I am showing all these things? You need to learn, friends, that what is actually accounting. पहले हमने assets और liability में देखा. In the starting of the terminology, first we have seen what is business transaction, then we have seen what is an event, then we have seen capital and drawings. Okay, capital and drawings, and after that we have started with liability, types of liability. After that we have gone for assets, type of assets. After that we have receipts and we have payments. After that we have its subtypes. After that today we have started purchase and sales, what we have written, and after that debtors. Now creditors we have seen, bills receivable, bills payable. Here it will be a writer. I am writing the bill. I want to receive the money in future, so I am a for me it is a receivable. Again, I want to pay in future. I want to pay to a specific person, so I am the acceptor, and it is a liability for me. So you have to understand this thing also, that debtors are also assets, bills receivable is also an asset. This is the main thing. Creditor is also a liability, bills payable is also a liability, because in this also we have to pay the money, for liability also we have to pay the money, asset also, for bills payable also we have to pay the money. Here we have to receive the money. From assets we will receive the money in future, from debtors we will receive, from bills receivable also we will receive. And one more, simply receivables, any type, and opposite to it will be payables, any type. Now bills payable. Bills payable is again a written document. As it is written in bills receivable is a written document, bills payable is also opposite to it, written document. When there are two parties, bill writer and bills acceptor. Bills writer and bills acceptor. Now the thing of bill writer is explained in bills receivable, and the thing of bill acceptor is explained in bills payable. When bills acceptor responsibility to pay the certain amount as per the predetermined date in future, it becomes payable. In this written bills acceptor accepts the written responsibility to pay on the specified date. In case of bills payable, bills acceptor pays the amount written in the bill to the bill writer on the maturity date. Generally bills payable emerges from creditors. Bills receivable from debtors and bills payable from creditors. Now simply what are payables? Any amount to be paid by the business person in the future to any person or persons is known as payables. Creditors and bills payable is a type of payable. At this side we have assets, so opposite to it we have liability. When we are having debtors, we are having creditors. When we are having bills receivable, we are also having bills payable. When we are having receivables, we are also having payables. Okay, so this was about these things. Now next, word number 37, that is cost. To produce any product or to provide any service, whatever expenses are required, the sum of these expenses is a cost. What do you mean by cost? The total of all the expenses. For suppose you want to do any transaction, then the total of any all types of expenses is known as a cost. Okay. Then voucher. After that, what is written I am not reading because you cannot understand that things now. Now voucher is also given in detail, but what we need to learn is only a simple thing. Voucher. Voucher is a written document of business transaction. Like bills, receivables and payables, voucher is also a written document. A type of transaction is determined on the basis of voucher. Now see, transactions are of many types as we have seen before. Cash transaction, credit transaction, purchase, sales, asset, liability. So to know the type of transaction we need a proof, and that written proof is simply known as a voucher. Okay? Yes. Now on page number 18, this will be last topic for today, discount and its types. On page number 18, discount and its types are given. Okay. Now everyone knows and everyone is very fond of discount. हम सबको discount बहुत पसंद है. If suppose there is some discount in the mall, then we will go and purchase the thing. If there is a discount in any purpose, then totally and 110% we will take the benefit of that discount. Now in business there are so much types of discounts. We will see each of them. Emergence of discount is from purchase and sales. Means the word discount has emerged from where? From purchase and sales. Many times from total amount of purchase or sales, as per the condition, certain amount is deducted and net amount is paid. The amount which is deducted is known as discount. We all know, we don't need to see here also. Out of the total amount of purchase and sales, the amount which is brokered or deducted is known as discount. There are two main types of discount. There are two types, which are the trade discount, cash discount. Now what do you mean by trade discount? At the time of sales, business person deducts certain percentage of amount from sales price. It is known as trade discount. Trade discount is not to be recorded in the books. Now suppose this is in a daily practice. I am a trader, you are a trader, XYZ persons are trader. We are purchasing and selling goods to each other. Now this trade discount is one of the basic discount which is always deducted. Suppose you are purchasing regularly goods from me, I am selling goods regular to you. So there is a relation between us. So regularly we are deducting the discount. Means कि वो करना ही पड़ेगा, हर एक टाइम पे वो करना ही पड़ेगा. इसके लिए उसको बुक्स में रिकॉर्डेड करने का कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. Directly that discount is deducted. So this discount is not to be recorded anywhere. Example is given, that is not. Then cash discount. To attract the customers with the purpose to receive quick collection of credit sales, the amount which is deducted from the receivable amount is known as cash discount. Cash discount is recorded from the book. After the deduction of trade discount, cash discount is determined. Friends, cash discount is an optional discount. जैसे मैंने बोला कि trade discount हम सबको दे सकते हैं for the credit or cash, both type of sales. But ये cash discount is a special type of discount for what? For attracting the customers. Why we need to attract the customers? To receive cash from them. Normally क्या होता है कि हम जब goods purchase करते हैं तो हम उसको बोलते हैं कि हम ये पैसे 2 और 3 दिन के बाद, 5-10 दिन के बाद या 1 महीने के बाद दे सकते हैं. तो वो हमें minor trade discount ही allow करेगा. Now if the businessman wants money, he is in need of money, तो वो क्या करेगा? वो बोलेगा कि ये जो आइटम है जो हम आपको 10,000 के बदले 9,800 में बेच रहे हैं, वो सेम आइटम अभी आपको चाहिए और आप कैश पे करते हो अभी के अभी, then we will give it for 9,500. मैंने क्या बोला? Cost of this item, sorry, sales price of item is 10,000. minus trade discount. सबको मिलता है जो trade discount we have deducted. Okay, 200, not 2000. 2000 will be so much discount. Suppose the item is of 1000. TD means trade discount, 200 rupees to everyone we can give. So the value is 9800. अब ये 9800 उसके पास ऑप्शन है कस्टमर के पास, he will pay now itself or he will pay in future. But suppose you are in need of money, आपको पैसे की बहुत ज़रूरत है, तो आप उसको क्या बोलोगे कि extra 300 discount, that is CD, cash discount I will allow. So now you have to pay the cash 9500. ये डिस्काउंट सबको देना है, ये डिस्काउंट स्पेशली कैश में क्यों देना है कि वो हमें पैसे जल्दी आज के आज पे कर सके. और एंड इन द बुक्स इट इज रिटन ट्रेड डिस्काउंट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड एनीवेयर, कैश डिस्काउंट इज रिकॉर्डेड बिकॉज इट इज ए स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ डिस्काउंट जो सबको नहीं देना है. एंड ट्रेड डिस्काउंट के बाद ही कैश डिस्काउंट माइनस हो सकता है, उसके पहले माइनस नहीं हो सकता, वो परसेंटेज पे होता है. इसलिए जब हम इसके सम्स करेंगे तभी हमें ज़्यादा पता चलेगा. So in short, discount means the amount deducted from purchase and sales. That deducted amount is known as discount. Trade discount is such a discount which is allowed to each and every trader and it is not recorded in the books. Cash discount is a special discount to attract the cash from customers and it is recorded in the books and it is deducted after trade discount. Again, now as per the type of income and expense, there are again two type of discount: discount received and discount allowed. Discount received or discount allowed are discounts. This discount is recorded in the books. Discount received is treated as income and discount received is treated as expense. Received means it is for us, so it is our income. Allowed means we have given to other person, so it is an expense. In detail, discount received. When a businessman purchases the goods and pay less amount which is not paid is known as discount received. When we are purchasing the goods and some amount which we are not paying, that is discount received. For us it is our income. So discount received किस पे मिलता है? Purchase पे. तो discount allowed किस में देना पड़ेगा? Sales में, because हम सेल कर रहे हैं और सामने वाला हमें कम पैसे दे रहा है. Now example is not required. Again discount allowed. The last word for today. When businessman sells goods and receives less amount not received is discount allowed. This is an expense of the business. वो इनकम हो रही है. डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड मींस वी आर रिसीविंग फ्रॉम द परचेस, सो वो हमारी इनकम है, इतने कम पैसे हम दे रहे हैं. और सेल्स के टाइम में हमें जो कम पैसे मिल रहे हैं तो वो हमारा एक्सपेंस हो गया. दैट इज डिस्काउंट अलाउड फॉर द बिजनेस. So these are the types of discount. These are the words for today. I will send it the homework and you all need to write and send it to me. That's all for today. Thank you.